Now at 5 a.m., this is WKYT This Morning. Some students at Lexington High School say their English teacher went too far, handing out what they call a racist assignment. What parents have to say about the assignment is just ahead this morning.
Plus, in politics, Donald Trump is sharpening his attacks against Hillary Clinton and critics. We'll have the latest on the campaign just ahead.
And some firefighters here in Lexington need your help in finding a place to store toys for the holiday season. We'll have that and your Kentucky forecast coming up on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much for waking up bright and early with WKYT. I'm Andrea Walker.
I'm Bill Bryant. It sure is good to have you along. Wednesday, October 12th, right in the middle of this week now, and in the middle of what will be some changes as we head toward the latter part of the week.
And changes really even today because it's chilly out there right now, but by this afternoon, it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, so let's enjoy. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris, who's tracking it. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, the past couple of days, actually the past few days, we've been there in the 70s. It has felt really nice toward the afternoon hours. Yesterday, we actually hit 78 degrees here in Lexington. So it's been a nice little warm swing as it's come on in the past couple of days. Today, we're going to do it all over again. We're staying dry early this morning, and really we'll stay dry all day long. 40s and 50s outside as you walk out the door, so you might not need a sweater or a light coat. It's actually not too bad. Some spots may be a little bit cool, but all in all, this is a pretty pleasant day. It's 76 later on today. Finally, rain chances are in the forecast. I know a lot of us are needing the rain and really wanting the rain. I'll show you when it arrives coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. Let's get to the news.
New this morning, Lexington police are searching for two suspects who they say nearly hit an officer.
It happened about 3:30 this morning at the Econo Lodge at Athens-Boonesboro Road near Interstate 75. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live now in Lexington with the latest details we have on that. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Bill. Well, police are still looking for the two suspects who took off in a car after being approached by police outside here of Econo Lodge. Officers were called to the hotel for a disorderly conduct call. They say a man and a woman were outside running around yelling at each other. When officers arrived, they found the two sitting inside a vehicle close to the room where the commotion was taking place. Police tell us when they approached the car, the man and woman inside refused to talk, put the car in reverse, and then took off. One officer had to jump out of the way to avoid being hit. Police tell us the car took off going southbound on 75 towards Madison County. They are looking for a 2003 white Dodge Stratus. Now, they did manage to get a partial plate number, which is 092. Thankfully, everyone was safe. And if you see this vehicle, make sure that you call KSP or Lexington Police. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
All right, Lauren, thank you very much. Some students at Lexington's Lafayette High School say their English teacher went too far. Many students and parents say an assignment given before they were to read To Kill a Mockingbird was racist. School leaders say the teacher asked multiple questions about the use of a derogatory word. One student was upset about the assignment, so she showed it to her mother. She says there are more positive ways to teach the issues portrayed in the book.
The whole entire point of the book was missed because of this assignment and 7 questions specifically on this word, as opposed to other parts of the book that should have been discussed as well.
The principal says after investigating, he determined this particular assignment had been used for at least a couple of years. He wouldn't discuss if the teacher is facing disciplinary action. We do know she has apologized to her students. He says that he is focused on making sure all students feel safe at school.
A Madison County man is in jail this morning after police arrested him for stalking. Berea police say Dennis Thomas broke into a former girlfriend's house over the weekend. They say the victim had an emergency protective order out against him. When police arrived, they say they found him hiding inside the house, and police say he had also been living in some woods near the victim's house. He's facing multiple charges, including burglary, assault, and stalking.
5:04 on WKYT this morning, and Samsung is sending special packages to its U.S. customers trying to return their Galaxy Note 7s.
It's been one thing after the other this week. week. This comes just a day after Samsung finally pulled the plug on the phone. Michelle Chamberlain is at our alert desk with the details.
Yeah, it's the latest update on the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Now, the company is asking customers to mail the phone back in a fireproof box. Samsung is offering prepaid shipping fireproof boxes for owners of the phones. Now, these phones have been reported to overheat and catch fire. The company announcing yesterday that it is discontinuing the device following recalling all of the phones. Now, just this past weekend, a Nicholasville man told us his Galaxy Note 7 made him sick. He said the phone started smoking and he eventually threw up from that smoke. Now, the man said he ended up going to the hospital where he was diagnosed with acute bronchitis. This is just one of 2 reports of the phone catching fire in Kentucky and one of several throughout the country. Now, Samsung and federal regulators advise that you immediately turn off your Galaxy Note 7 phone and return it. The company says it is offering customers a refund or an exchange for other Samsung products. Bill?
All right, lots of problems with that particular model. 5:05 now. Donald Trump is campaigning again today in the key state of Florida. The Republican nominee is now waging a 2-front war against rival Hillary Clinton and against leaders within his own party.
A new poll shows the Democratic nominee now leading Trump by 8 points nationally following Sunday's debate. Brian Webb has the latest on campaign 2016.
Register. Make sure you get out and vote November 28th.
Moments after mistakenly urging supporters in Florida to vote on the wrong date, Donald Trump unleashed a new line of attack against rival Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton is the vessel, a corrupt global establishment that's raiding our country.
Earlier in the day, Trump took to Twitter, announcing his, quote, shackles were off, before calling Paul Ryan a weak and ineffective leader. The House Speaker was among dozens of Republicans who distanced himself from Trump in the wake of the Access Hollywood tape.
Your vote really counts. A lot.
Hillary Clinton campaigned alongside Al Gore in Miami yesterday amid the release of more emails allegedly obtained from the account of Clinton campaign chair John Podesta. One of the emails, published by WikiLeaks yesterday, purports to show now interim DNC chair Donna Brazile, a CNN contributor at the time, giving Clinton's campaign advance notice on CNN town hall questions. Another suggests Clinton's press secretary alerted aides that the Justice Department was about to release a court filing regarding her emails. Clinton aides say that information was publicly available. Brian Webb for CBS News.
Podesta says the FBI is investigating the hack Hillary Clinton campaigns in Colorado today and as well as Nevada. The last time the Democratic nominee was in either state was early August.
Back in Kentucky, a Franklin County pastor is asking for help in finding his church's stolen trailer. Investigators think it was taken from New Harvest Church sometime between Saturday night and Monday afternoon. They say the thieves broke both locks on the trailer to steal it. Nothing was inside it at the time. The pastor says the trailer was used to help people move around Franklin County.
It is unfortunate that people would steal in the first place, but then steal from a church property. I guess it seems a little bit to fly in the face of morality to some degree.
The pastor says he does forgive the people who stole the trailer. Police are looking for a 2003 Forest River auto carrier with Florida license plates. The Lexington Fraternal Order of Firefighters is getting ready for its annual toy program, but firefighters are asking for your help in finding a home for it.
They need a large building to store and hand out the toys collected for the program. Firefighters say they need access to the building from October 17th until January 1st. They would like for it to have heat and plenty of parking and be at least 15,000 square feet. If you know of a building the firefighters could use, we have contact information on our website right now for you, WKYT.com.
All right. Hopefully somebody steps up for that very
I have a feeling they will.
program.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that it'll work out. WKYT this morning just getting started here on your Wednesday, where we have a lot more news coming right up.
Still ahead, if you're a fan of sodas and sports drinks, you might have to pay a higher price to get them. That story coming up in about 10 minutes.
And it's no diamond in the rough, but a diamond of father-daughter duo found in a park. That discovery, it's a delightful one. It's coming up right after Micah's forecast.
Actually, a pretty nice day once again. And then the cold front comes barreling on through tomorrow and your Friday. Does that bring us a rain chance? Might have that coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We were calm and quiet out there early this morning. Haven't heard of any issues there on the roadways if you're about to take off. Temperatures actually feel quite nice. We're there in the 40s and 50s. It's really not a bad feel. London, Corbin area, that's a bit of a chill in the air. But then you head over toward Moorhead. We're at 55 degrees, 801 overpass of I-64. It's not a bad day, really not a bad start to the day. You'll head towards your afternoon, jump about 20 degrees. Yesterday, we actually jumped about 30 to 35 degrees in some spots. Yesterday, we finished off in the mid-70s, but we started off much cooler than where we are right now. So it is getting better temperature-wise. But let me tell you this is the day you better go ahead and enjoy, because next couple of days it actually gets much cooler. The front rolls through during the morning hours. That will give us a chance of rain during the morning, and I would say that 75 corridor, okay? And then you head all the way to Williamsburg. Go back toward the west. That is your best chance of rain. It's still not a great chance, but the chance is there. Once it gets over toward the eastern zones, it just kind of falls apart. It's losing a lot of its momentum and losing a lot of steam. So eastern zones, I would give it more of a 20-30% chance of rain. Off toward the west, more of a 40 to 50% chance. Over toward the west. For tomorrow morning, afternoon, it fades away. Afternoon, you won't really have a chance of rain. So if you're trying to make some plans, just plan on the afternoon hours, because it's going to be much cooler too. Then we hit Friday, and Friday, not a great chance of rain, but there is a 20 to 30% chance. And I would say during that time, it's more deep into the day. I would say anywhere from 6 to about 9 p.m. is when we start to see it roll in the southern and southwestern half. And so that could cause a couple of problems there for Friday night football. As of right now, I'm not leaning toward any lightning, so it's just more showers. Check out this picture from yesterday. Listen, I had several pictures from yesterday because the sky was on fire during the morning hours. It was beautiful. Now, this is Ash2358. It's actually Anita Howard. She sent this one in from Walton, Kentucky. Just a really, really cool shot yesterday morning. I'm going to show off a few more as we go throughout the morning hours. 7-day forecast, the breakdown of it today. Awesome day. Thursday and Friday, not so much awesome, but it does look like we'll have at least chances of rain, and also temperatures much, much cooler in the mid-60s. So if you are under that rain, remember, you're not going to get a lot out of this. 1/10 of an inch, 2/10 of an inch, and that's it. Off towards your Saturday and Sunday, those are chances there too, but as you can see, most of us stay dry. Still looks decent there for any plans you have going on there for the weekend.
But those chances are inching up a little bit.
They are a little bit, absolutely. So we'll have to be watching this. I will tell you this, low confidence once it hits Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because none of these models are agreeing with each other. They're all throwing up timing and how much rain you can expect. So that brings your confidence down in the forecast. But right now, we'll keep it at low chance.
Those models fight and scratch a lot.
They do. They do.
A lot. That's what we go through every day. All right?
I believe it.
There you go.
5:15 is our time on WKYT this morning.
A father-daughter duo hit the jackpot during their first visit to Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arkansas.
Dan and Lauren Frederick were there less than an hour when they spotted a 2-carat rock on the ground. The state park in Arkansas is the only diamond-producing site in the world where anyone can come look for the gems and keep whatever they find. They nicknamed their find Lucky Diamond. Good name. No word yet on how much the stone might be worth, but it's a safe bet it is worth much more than the $16 the Frederick spent on their admission to the park. What
See,
about
I've
that?
seen stories like this before, and it makes me really want to go to that state park. I probably wouldn't find anything, but I mean, people find some big rocks there.
They really do.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Pretty cool.
All right, congratulations to them. Good to have you with us on WKYT this morning, now 5:16 on your Wednesday.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at your money.
The World Health Organization is calling on countries to add a tax to soft drinks, and Ronald McDonald is keeping a low profile. Find out why. I'm Roxana Saberi. Those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Hey there, good morning. Welcome in. WKYT this morning on the air at 5:19, and it's your Wednesday. Comcast is hit with a huge fine from the government.
And all of the creepy clown sightings lately, it's taking a toll on a popular burger chain's mascot. Roxana Saberi has the latest on your money.
Comcast is facing a government fine of $2.3 million. The Federal Communications Commission says the cable company charged customers for services they never ordered, like premium channels and extra cable boxes. Comcast says the problems came from what it called, quote, isolated errors and customer confusion, and that there was no intentional mischarging. Stocks closed sharply lower on Wall Street Tuesday. The Dow fell 200, the Nasdaq dropped 81. A new tax on sodas and sports drinks could lower the risk of obesity and diseases like diabetes. That's according to the World Health Organization. It wants countries to put a 20% tax on sugary drinks to cut consumption by the same amount. The soft drink industry called the recommendation discriminatory. And Ronald McDonald is making fewer appearances these days. McDonald says it's being thoughtful by lowering the profile of its mascot. This comes after reports of creepy clown sightings, with some children saying people dressed as clowns tried to lure them into the woods. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Roxana Saberi.
Well, coming right up, CoverGirl now has its first cover boy.
I've seen him and he does awesome makeup. Beautiful. James Charles is the cosmetics giant's first male ambassador. CoverGirl describes Charles as a makeup artist and boundary breaker. Charles says his role with CoverGirl includes appearing in a TV commercial for the brand. The teen is a popular beauty blogger with nearly 500,000 followers on Instagram and more than 70,000 subscribers on YouTube. He puts my makeup skills to shame. He does pretty good.
Well, there you go. All right. Get some lessons from him. 5:21 on WKYT this morning. We're just getting started with the latest news. Good to have you with us. We'll have our top stories here in just a few minutes.
And sports is on the way next.
It's a good-looking start today. I'm meteorologist Micah Harrison. No rain outside early this morning. As we travel throughout your afternoon, I still don't expect any rain today, so we are good to go. Temperatures there in the 40s and 50s. It's another chilly start. Middlesboro off toward Monticello. The rest of us actually feel really nice. So as we head through your day, it's going to be a pretty nice afternoon, too, in the mid-70s. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
The Wildcats entered their bye week with a 3-3 record and some momentum heading into the second half of the season. Mark Stoops gave his guys the day off on Monday, and he said on Tuesday that the practice was a good start to getting a lot of things corrected. The extra practice time also gives the Wildcats some time to work on the fundamentals and get healthy.
It'll be nice on the back end of the week for our players to heal up, because normally you're going to go out there on Saturday and get very much bumped and bruised, and so they won't have to worry about that on Saturday. So they have a complete day off. That alone, mentally and physically, hopefully will recharge us a little bit.
Quarterback Steven Johnson is 2-1 as the starter, but he didn't have his best game against Vanderbilt on Saturday. Johnson completed just 10 of his 24 passing attempts for 49 yards. He said yesterday that his footwork was a problem and that he was rushing himself through his progressions.
I've had some games where things weren't going my way, but just you always have to come back, and you can't let it sit around, and you really can't just sit on that one game. You have to move on. You have to progress and work on and practice to get better.
Now, if this picture right here wasn't behind me, would Dominique Hawkins come to mind if I asked you which Wildcat has the best standing vertical and max vertical on the UK basketball team? Well, that is Dominique Hawkins, and Hawkins is a freakish athlete, and he'll be asked to do some things like mentor the younger guys, especially later on this year when the SEC and the NCAA tournament rolls around.
That's very important. Great experience for me to be in those type of games. I remember being in a championship game my freshman year. It was so nerve-wracking for me, though, but it's great to have that experience. If I get in a championship game, I probably won't even be that nervous. But I know that being in big games like that actually gives you experience that helps you learn about what you should have done and not done in bad situations and stuff like that.
My goodness, it's hard to believe Dominique Hawkins is already a senior. We'll get you set for Big Blue Madness. It's coming up on Friday night at 5:30 on the CW Lexington. It's the Countdown to Madness with Dave Baker and Christy Thomas, a 90-minute preview of this year's Wildcats. And that's a look at your morning sports. Have a great day.